Okay. Maybe live. I do not even know anymore. Is anybody there? I don't feel like anybody's here. I'm just going to lower this more. All right. I don't know. Okay, you do. Cool. That's great. That's half the battle. Operation is locked. Rotate device back. Why do I have to do it this way? Why? Ugh. I hate technology so much. Operation is locked. Why is it locked? Don't lock it. I want to do the other side. Never again. I don't want to do this again. I can't even do it the way I want. It won't let me. Why am I up and down? Hi. This is not how I wanted to start this live. I don't know if I have a lock on the right-hand corner. I don't know what I have. I don't even know how to get back now. Okay. I'm just not going to touch anything because I'm afraid to. Gosh. Oh, that switches the camera to that. So now we know what that button does. Great. What's this button do? Highlight saved. Well, we don't need a highlight of this. This is just abysmal. Okay. I guess what I'm going to do is change the position of my ring light stand, maybe, if I can. Remember how to do that. Maybe not. No. Oh, wait. No, I have to change this way. There we go. Genius Zoe at work here. Okay. It's good. We're all good. We're working it out. I just thought I could do this on my laptop. But no. Okay. Hopefully I can trim this beginning bit out. Okay, there we go. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm sweating and I'm frazzled and I know I'm a little crooked. Wow. Anyway, okay. Do you have Roblox? Wow. No, I don't. I don't have any Roblox. Can I subscribe to your channel? Sure. I like that the questions are already flooding in. I need a drink. Yes. Okay. So no, I don't play video games and I don't play Roblox or anything. Do it. Oh, you're so nice. Thanks, Ophelia. Cool. Yeah. Everyone should get a drink for this one. I mean, stay hydrated, kids. It's not alcohol. All right, so I have some questions that were submitted on Instagram. You can follow me on Instagram. It's Mizz Manga _PICS. And also a couple from my YouTube community post. So I just am going to read through there because got the random people trying to troll, so. Anyway, first question was from, I'm gonna guess your handle's Schmingles, and that's an adorable handle and adorable cat pic. So what is a series you went into with hesitation or low expectations that ended up loving? And for that one, I would say Gintama, because I was not impressed because I tried to watch it way back when, and then a YouTuber I really liked and watched a lot, Einstein, way back when, yeah, he liked it, and so I was like, you know what, I'm gonna try again, and push through, because the beginning is pretty rough, and it ended up being one of my favorites, so. Yeah, I'm ignoring the chat. Sorry. I mean, not like the people I know who you are that are actual subscribers, and you're awesome. Thanks. Just the other people. And then Schmingles also asked, What was the first manga you remember making you cry or having an intense emotional response to? And that was Fruits Basket, like the freaking first manga I really got into. And I think it set the bar like a little too high for me, honestly, because it was so good. But yeah, if you know the part of the flashback when Toro's a kid. When her mom comes back, I bawl every time. The first time and every time I reread it, it just, it's such a good moment. It's so sad. Uh, yeah, you can call me later. uh, yes, the Fruits Basket. I mean, if anybody wants to chime in on series that you were hesitant or had low expectations on and loved, or first manga you remember that made you cry or have an emotional experience, feel free to share as well as I go through these questions. It's not just, I don't know, you know, my answers. You can answer too. I'd like to hear actual responses though. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm gonna move on then. And then if anyone has an answer, I'll try and read it. Hi. Oh, okay, we got Don John going, Akame ga Kill had me in the field sometimes. I'm pretty sure I started that one, but I don't think I finished it, to be honest. I want to eat your pancreas. Yes, I cry. The manga though, I haven't watched the anime. But the manga actually, like, that one's intense too. But I need to watch the anime. Okay. So we'll move on. You can still put your questions in. And then I have some Instagram ones. Do people want to be called out? I don't even know. But I don't know. So it's my friend Manga Royale asked, what is a manga that you most want to be published and printed in English? So I would like a reprint and complete publication of Eden, It's an Endless World. I did a whole video on that and some others I'd like to actually be completed because they started printing it but then never finished. Also, one that was started and never finished was Gintama. Like, give me a full manga. I know Euphoria wants Hitman Reborn, right? Yeah, they never finished that one either. It's like, commit. Give us that all. But some that are some romance ones I read online that I'd like to be published still would be Cat Street and Moke Hair or Suki Desu Suzuki-kun. Suzuki Desu Suzuki-kun, I think. Yeah. Or really anything by Go Ikiyamada, because I don't know why her shoujo just always hits me in the feels. It's really corny and cliche, but really cute and sappy, and I love it for some reason. Oh, the manga of Akame ga Kill is better. Okay, I'll have to keep that in mind. How are Izzy and Sachi? They're good. They probably won't be here because I'm being a weirdo talking to myself, so they will leave me alone. Yes, Hitman Reborn. I need to finish reading Hitman Reborn. I also started it and never finished. Fury. Hi, Fury. I mean, girly. Okay. Oh my gosh. Okay. Oh, Manga Royal also asked what's an out of print volume series that's on your most wanted list, which is kind of similar to the other one, but I only included ones that are like actually were completed printing. I really want Battle Royale. I have the first three omnibuses. I just didn't realize the other two were like $300 a piece. So dumb. I don't know if I'll ever finish it if they don't reprint it, but yeah. Blood cocktail. It's a fruit cocktail called Jack Daniel's Punch or something. And I wanted wine, but this is what I got. So we work with what we got. I need to relax. This is helping a little bit. I'm nervous. Oh my gosh. Glass dust? I don't know. Oh, Eye Shield 21 to get a reprint. Yeah. That's a sports one. I know that. I'm so knowledgeable. I think it's football, right? Or is it soccer? Or football? I don't know. But yeah. Reprint or get out of print volumes would be Battle Royale, Library Wars, and the 2 volumes I'm missing of Zay, Volume 6 and Volume 9. I just want to complete that collection so bad. So, yeah. Yeah, it kind of is like special feeling when like you have a volume that's so in demand, but then at the same time when you're on the other side of it, it just sucks. So, but if I could find the one question that has to do with that, I would. Maybe I'll find it. Had to print it out because I had to do this on my phone. So, oh, here we go. Tomes and Trails asked, what would you consider to be the crown jewel in your collection? What volume series do you think is the rarest? Oh my gosh, why is this tipping now again? I had it straight. The heck? Or is it just me that's a little crooked? Stay. So yeah, your $200 volume is probably a rare jewel of your collection. Yeah, I bought the first 3 on Right Stuff for like a really good deal and then never could find the last 2. Yeah, call me someone kids. Yeah, then it makes you feel silly if you fork over a bunch of money and then they reprint it and you're like, ah, dang it. Now I could have got it for retail price. So you like, it's like, when do you buy out of print stuff? Yeah, rest in peace, Right Stuff. But yeah, my crown jewel, just like off the top of my head, Revolutionary Girl Utena box set, because I was talking to Devin about wanting to buddy read it, and then it was like no go because it's too expensive to buy. So I know that one's more expensive and rare right now, and also the 5th volume of Aoharu Machine Gun. I spent still too much money on that, but I really didn't want to have this one gap in my collection once that, yeah. So that was bad. It's the best Digimon, and why is it Dragonite? Dragonite isn't a Digimon, so you make me sad. It's clearly Angelwoman. She's the best Digimon. Crown Jewel is a different volume, but more of personal reasons. I also like answered for he has a follow-up. And it's what volume series are the most important meaningfully to you in your collection. I also do consider them to be like the crown jewels more than like the monetarily, you know, ones. Brain not working. Monetary higher ones, whatever. It's not Dragonite. You guys are being bullies in the comment section. Oh no. A Sasuke figurine? No. I don't have any Naruto figurines. I probably would have if I had adult money back when I was in middle school, high school, because I liked Naruto a lot back then. Now, it's just mostly nostalgia. Okay. So yeah, the series that or volumes are most important to me. Obviously, the original Tokyo Pop Fruits Basket. Can't see it because it's on the other side, but because it was the first series I completed collecting and fell in love with manga through it. So obviously that means something to me. And probably the Digimon Japanese guides I have. I know they're not like something I can read, but I think they're hard to find. And I don't know what made me come across them or decide to look for them, but they just have like a whole index of the Digimon and the characters. Speaking of all the amazing Digimon out there. God dang it. Yeah, Gatomon. Well, Andrewomon is Gatomon's evolved form, so I agree with you 100%. Gatomon's also the best Digimon. Do you sell those manga collections? I mean, I sell manga when I don't want to keep the manga anymore and I unhaul it. Then I do sell it. usually just sell to friends, and then whatever they don't want, I get rid of. But I did have a question. Someone wanted to know how they could send me like manga or light novels if I wanted. And that's super thoughtful, first of all. Thank you for even thinking of wanting to send me something. But also, I had been toying with the idea of getting a P.O. box, and then that way, I guess I would open it up to sell manga to like anybody, theoretically, if I did. So I don't know. I've been going back and forth on getting a P.O. box and stuff. It's another, you know, expense, but could be worthwhile if people enjoy. Cool. I was curious if the crown jewel was also the most expensive because it doesn't necessarily correlate. Well, it's because you asked two questions, one about the crown jewel and being the rarest and one about meaningful ones. So I'm like, well, I'll answer monetarily for that one. And then my meaningful ones are kind of my crown jewels, but I don't know, variety, man. I was trying to give you variety. Get a P.O. box. Okay, one vote for a P.O. box. Yeah, I know. Well, as long as you acknowledge it, that's we're all good. All right. Okay. Later are commented most favorite manga, most favorite anime. Pretty basic questions, but I like it. It's super easy. You all can chime in on the comments with your own favorites. My top three, yes, I cannot pick a top one. I'm that indecisive. Fruits Basket, Attack on Titan, Akira for best manga. All 10 out of 10s. Favorite animes are my top three. I have to pick a top three. Gintama, Attack on Titan, Your Name, which is a movie, but it counts. She just said anime, not anime show. Okay. I feel so, not even millennial. I feel boomer with these printed out. No shade, mom, for watching. But I had to resort to printing these questions out, and I feel so boomer about it. Oh my gosh. Okay. Digimon are the champions. Thanks. Thanks. They are. And this channel, Digimon are always the champions. Nezuko is offended by that answer. Okay. I can't follow. I'm gonna go back to another question. The chat getting funny up in here. All right. Hey Ginger Manga asks, what is the most recent manga you've unhauled? So I'm actually like in the middle of a massive unhaul. Like last year I did a spring unhaul, and this year I want to do the same, like spring cleaning, and like try and really be as mean and intense of an unhaul as I can get, and just like, yeah. But I actually haven't unhauled anything too recently. I'd say like the last was my decision to unhaul Girlfriends. The Yuri, that I just felt like it was a bit stuck in the early 2000s, and I wouldn't really enjoy rereading it, so I decided after all to unhaul it. But yeah, other than that, I'm planning to do more unhauling soon, hopefully. I am so confused. What is happening? I don't know what but I know this answer. Oh, for that. Sometimes it's hard when I go back to the chat because then I'm like, wait, where was this directly said to at that point? Oh my gosh. Okay. Anyway. They also asked, what series do you wish you could read again for the first time? And not to sound like a broken record, but it would be Fruits Basket or Attack on Titan. But, oh, yes, you did help with unhauling. Yeah. I just unhauled some to you. But those I had already decided to unhaul. The Girlfriends was my like last decision. So, yeah. Okay, Cha Len Novels asked, overhyped and underhyped manga and or anime series, which is a good one. You know, simple but good. And I have to because y'all are here. You know who you are. Overhyped is One Piece. Sorry, not sorry. You were taking digs at my Digimon. So underhyped, I'd shout out Pandora Hearts right now since I'm rereading it, and it's just like it's so much better reading it a second time because you already know the twists and the beats it's gonna hit. But they're also very smart and like it all comes together in such a interesting way that you don't expect. Angie faces. Yeah. Underhyped. Oh yeah, sure. Yeah, I saw a blip of somebody being like, what is Shonen Jump gonna do when One Piece ends? It'll just fall apart. It's like, come on, guys, it is not that be all end all. Like, it is just one of very many shonen. They will be fine once One Piece ends. Y'all acting like it's the end of the world out here. If it even ever ends. I doubt it. I don't know. I know you said it would, but I don't believe it. I love rom-coms. I do love shonen as well, just not One Piece. Sorry, One Piece. I mean, I have nostalgic love for One Piece. I don't hate it or anything. But yes, I love rom-coms. Yeah. You're having fun reading Pandora Hearts, aren't you? If you're I swear it like all comes together and so interesting. So keep going. Don't give up. The One Piece slander is crazy up in here. Yeah, that's just how I roll. Yeah, that's true. It might break him, in all honesty, but I think the rest of civilization will continue. We will persevere. Oh my gosh. Creation Odyssey has series you read at least once a year. That's really interesting. I don't think I read a whole series on repeat yearly. I've reread Fruits Basket at least 3 times, I want to say, like at least 2 times in its entirety. The third might have just been my initial reading of it. But I've definitely reread chunks of So Cute It Hurts, and other titles by Go Iki Yamada because, like I said, I just like her shoujo is so cheesy, and I don't know why I like it because sometimes it turns me off, but for her, I just it's like popcorn. I just can't get enough of it. So I reread either chunks of her work yearly, but I don't know if I would say I'd reread like a whole series. Sometimes just like a volume I really like. Snow Fairy. I love that BL so much. That is underrated. I think that's what you meant by underrated, but or a series I read once a year. Maybe. Hmm. There's so many BL one-shots, it's like I don't really need to reread them, I just read a new one. I mean, I reread them occasionally, but like, I don't know if I'd say I reread one every year. I've reread that one at least 2 or 3 times, so that one's a good one. Shout out Snow Fairy. Also underrated BL, so sweet. Barely has any romance, really. Think about it. I don't know. I'm just trying to get the non-romance lovers to read it. I never read or watched Black Clover past the first volume. And then my cousin and I were thinking about watching it, but we kept seeing those memes of the main character like just like ah yelling just so stupidly, and we're like, no, we can't do this to ourselves. So I've never watched it. I heard it actually gets better and like is more liked by people. I just like I honestly haven't gotten into Black Clover. Destroy All Humans is my most reread manga. Flowers of Evil, something like that. Yeah, I had to like force reread Flowers of Evil with me. Yeah. Well, yeah, definitely multiple reads of Snow Fairy. I'm just saying, I don't know if I've reread it every year. I don't think of like reading my manga like necessarily yearly because it's like a mood thing. Like if I'm in the mood for it, I'll reread it. But yeah, I don't know. Sure. Anybody else read a series at least once a year. I like how they say at least once a year. Like you could be rereading it like 5 times a year, I guess. It's just hmm. Asta. Yeah, Asta. That's the Black Clover character's name that just screams a lot. It was really off-putting. I know it's not all about him screaming, but like why'd they do that to him? Because it's gonna put a lot of people off that anime. So they did not think that through. Okay, I think I answered all of the ones on this page. That felt satisfying. All right. Oh, back to a Manga Royale question. What are your tips for first-time manga collectors? I would say don't be an irresponsible manga collector like me. Try to read them first before you just start buying willy-nilly, because then you end up with 4,000 damn volumes and you're like, what the heck am I gonna do? Can't ever even read them all because I keep buying new ones, and it's just a never-ending cycle. Use your library. Your library card can get you digital manga online. There's also other apps like Shonen Jump app, and like I know there's like webtoons you can read online. Read them first if you can, then buy them if you want. It's so much more responsible. I do not advise being like me. Yes, Ophelia, read Destroy All Humans. I think you think it's cute. Alright, so now that we know not to be like me, I think I'm done with that as well. Yay! Getting through the questions. Only one sheet of paper left. This one accidentally printed so big, and I just like, why is it so much bigger than the other question? I just had to share because it's so ridiculous. Me and technology do not. Just stop. She's making me laugh because I can hear her laugh. Failing with that advice. I know I'm influencing you too much, Michael. I'm so sorry. I apologize because I feel like every video I make, you're like, oh, I need to buy that and buy that. Check out Hoopla. It's an app you can use with a library card. Read a lot of them digitally. Don't be like me. But if you are, that's okay too, because manga's great. So honestly, frame it. I'll frame it. Yes. Oh my gosh. Okay, so this giant question is, what are my tips for aspiring manga book YouTubers? I'm really not in a position, I feel like, to give tips and tricks at this point. My biggest thing would just be to try it, do it, film yourself talking to yourself about something, and then edit it if you want, or don't, put it online and see if you felt comfortable with it, if you enjoyed it. I didn't know what to expect. I never really thought of it doing it, and then I got bored and I wanted a creative outlet. So I just took my phone, like I'm doing right now, and I used the lights on my vanity because I didn't buy a ring light because I didn't know would I like talking to myself in a room, and the answer is yes. It is fun to talk to myself. That's what it feels like anyway. But then it's fun to like interact with the people in the community afterwards on the video I make too. Don't want to sound like I'm just so self-involved talking to myself. It's all I like. Oh my god. But yeah, and then I just bought a tripod with like a ring light so I can be lit up better and blind myself. It's really fun. And yeah, I think everyone can do it. I just, you know, if you're expecting to become like really successful, I'm not the one to ask because I only got my first YouTube paycheck end of last year, but that's still something. So you never know. Tip 1, don't live stream. Oh yeah. Going forward, that's sage advice. Oh my gosh. Well, like my computer's, so I think going on 5 years old, and it's fallen apart. But I really, last time I did the live with Bazaar individual, it worked. I was like, okay, the first time it didn't work, I had to borrow my mom's laptop. This time it worked, so I didn't. But this now most recent time, it's not working again. I don't want to live stream with me. It's a shit show. Can I swear on lives? I don't even know. Yay, a paycheck. Yeah, I mean, it was still great to like get that first paycheck. Maybe I'll get a second one soon, hopefully. But yeah, it's definitely not like a lucrative job. So just know that, you know, going in, unless you hit the lotto and your videos blow up. And my last video is doing really well, so that's really encouraging whenever that happens. So thanks to every one of you for that. And then what's an older anime? Ugh, I can't even read. I know I'm I'm gonna blame it on here, but it's probably just me. What's an older anime you would love to see get a remake? So I actually thought of doing a video on that, on like um anime I'd love to see get the like Fruits Basket treatment, or like, you know, Spice and Wolf's getting a new, you know, beautifully remastered anime that seems to be going to completely follow the whole manga. So that would be like super awesome if I could get more of those. But yeah, right now I'd say Dead Man Wonderland, because that never got finished and I think the manga is really good. I would argue Gintama, because the first like 70-ish episodes are rough and I think are a stumbling block for people getting into it. So if they re-released it in a more succinct way and just kind of streamline the process a little bit, you know, I still want them to like take their time with the comedy and do the jokey manner in the beginning, but just take some of those fillers out and the confusing bits for like newbies that aren't used to Gintama, then maybe more people would get into it, and that would be awesome because I think it's a great anime. They don't have to like reanimate the whole thing, because like 2/3 of it is really good. I just think the first third's a little wonky. That could use. And Pandora Hearts. They never got the full treatment because the manga was still ongoing when the anime came out. And I think that a new anime art style would just make that look great. Like, it's the same mangaka as Case Study of Benitez, and that anime looks great. So I think they would do such a good job at that. Yeah, you're just sitting there watching like a 30-minute ad. You're crazy, girl. Oh my gosh. I Shield 21 with today's animation would be insane. Plus, it never got finished. Yeah. It's like a twofer. Like Dead Man Wonderland. Like new animation would, I think, just like up it even more. And it was never finished. Yep. Uh, all right. And then another Manga Royal. What are a few things on your TBR you're really hoping to knock out this year? Obviously Bleach, which we are going to get to shortly. Going to transition to Bleach. Aria, which I'm getting really close to finishing. I'm on the second to last volume now, like a couple of chapters deep, and just one more full volume to go. And I really want to read Pet Shop of Horrors and decide if I want to buy the collector's editions, because they look really nice and they're really tempting. But again, see, I'm doing the irresponsible thing where I'm like, oh, it's pretty, I should buy it again. You don't even know if you like it and you have it, so you should just read it as the original Tokyo Pop Prince. So I'm going to try and do that before I buy it. We'll see. We'll see. A long-running series called Carnival. I started it once and then never finished it. There was like one volume that was really hard to get, so I couldn't read past like, I think it was the third or fourth volume. It was early on, but I managed to get it eventually, or it was reprint eventually. So I'd really like to read that, but it is a longer one, so that'll be time. That'll take some time. And I think Ajin Deme Human. Again, I started that one a long time ago, and then I just didn't end up continuing to read it. So I'd really like to read that one as well. I'm trying really hard to read a lot of series on my shelf. That is the goal of 2025. Read the series on your shelf. This coming Monday's haul video, though, will not reflect that goal very accurately. and then there's a lot of new things. But I did finish a lot of the series, so this is that. I need to finish Dr. Stone, Golden Kamuy. I have been curious about Dr. Stone. I don't know if I would like it. The manga, or the library has the first couple volumes, one of the few manga my library actually has. So I should just get it out and read it there, if you think I'd like it. Oh, I have to read Mashal too. I'm surprised you didn't shout that one out. Yeah, the OPs you need to finish collecting is just never ending. To read more happiness. Oh no, OPs. Yeah, I'm curious, like, I don't know which ones I should get more from. I'm not going to be able to remember Flower of Evil's mangaka's name right now, but I'd like to read more from them because I really like that one. I don't know which one to start with. Happiness has vampires, so maybe I'd like that one. I think it's Alto on Hoopla, so I should start it there. So hard to be responsible. Okay. Last question from Manga Royale. What's your reading routine, preferred time, beverage, place to sit? I definitely tend to read more at night, in my bed, chilling. Usually just water, sometimes tea as my companion beverage. I don't tend to drink, but sometimes with a boozy drink as well. Just try Dr. Stone. Yeah, all right, really fun. Devil Ecstasy. Okay, I will stay clear of Devil Ecstasy. Then even the title's a bit weird, but you can't judge a book by its title. And then Hey Ginger Manga asked most recent DNF. This is the last question, and because I'm not including one question about when I'm gonna read One Piece, because this is the channel that hates One Piece. So never. No, maybe someday. But most recent DNF for me was Princess Jellyfish, which was shocking because I loved the mangaka's other work, Tokyo Tararaba Girls. It's one of my faves. And I think I got stuck on volume 4, like the omnibus, the 4th omnibus. I gave it a good college try, but it was just like not doing it for me. Well, sometimes the early works are a bit wonky. Yeah, so I think that's all the questions. If you have any questions for me now, extra ones or new ones you've thought of, and then I'd like to ask you, if you all that are watching are kind enough to watch me babble, if there's anything you would like to see on my channel, anything specific you'd like me to talk about other than One Piece. Feel free to share, pour one out for me. That's wasteful. Oh my gosh. So someday I will visit, someday, possibly March. Any channel related questions perhaps, or suggestions? Stop it with the One Piece. You guys are too much. All right. More novel reviews. I just don't read a lot of novels right now because mostly read manga. I mean, I guess I could review old novels that I read, but I don't know how best to fit that into my current content, I guess, would be the question. Okay. Well, I mean, if I can think of a good way to incorporate them, I would. And I plan on talking about like 86's light novel, things that I can like tie back to manga and anime. But novels themselves, I don't know. Yeah. I haven't read the Four Seasons one, Agents of the Four Seasons light novel. I kind of want to start that in March, maybe when after I visited you, and then I can start that because it's like a lot about spring this season. So I think it's appropriate to read in spring. But if I get the urge earlier than that, I'll read it. But right now I'm focusing on 86. Read DCC. What's DCC? Am I uncultured? I don't know what this is. Read DCC for my challenge. What's DCC? Your Let's Do It challenge, but what's DCC? I don't know. Okay. Dungeon. Oh yeah, that's true. I have that novel to read too. Crawler Carl. The latest anime videos are fun. Maybe some anime tier videos. Okay. I mean, people do seem to love the tiers. I just feel like I'm boring because I'm putting them out too much type of thing. I'm like, I don't want to be repetitive or, make the same content over and over again. But definitely sprinkle some more anime tier lists if I can think of like appropriate ones. Not a One Piece tier list. They'll something like that with like arcs. Like I could do that for like Gintama's arcs, like on a tier list, but I know that wouldn't be as popular as One Piece arcs, but I don't know them. Yeah, they really do eat up tier list videos. I mean, I've watched other YouTubers do them, I guess, so it makes sense. I just didn't know it was so popular. But yeah, they definitely do the like probably like the top 1 to 5% of best views on my videos are from tier list and hauls usually. But yeah, okay. So I guess if no one else has any questions or suggestions, we'll just transition into Bleach convo for the last bit of this live. If you did read volumes 1 through 7 of Bleach for the Bleach It 2025 challenge, even if you didn't, we're not spoiling very much here. I don't know if I'll be spoiling anything because I forgot to print that out as well because it was in my notes app. Yeah. Just joined the stream. Hi. We just finished the Q&A portion and we're talking Bleach. Unless you have any questions for me you want to shout out before we talk Bleach, or any suggestions for the channel, things you like to see, anything like that. Last volume. I mean, I'm not going to go into detail about the last volume or anything, so it doesn't really matter. If you know the basic plot of Bleach, that's like all you need for this first one. But yeah, so I had 5 things I was going to answer. First one is my favorite character of the first 7 volumes. And that would be Orihime. I mentioned that in my post because she's just cute and funny and herself, and I love her just energy. It's so contagious. She makes me giggle. So I used to love her a lot, and I wondered if I would still feel the same. And I did. I still really like her. So I don't know if any of you want to shout out your favorite Bleach character of the first 7 volumes. I mean, mine's subject to change. Could change per month to a new character, or could just change eventually. I don't know yet, but I know I have some others that I really, really like as well. Really like Byakugo. Ugh, I'm terrible with their names though. But Rukia's brother, I like him. And I'm not going to be able to come up with any more names than that, so let's just, yeah. Okay, related to Bleach question. Which one was easier, the first 7 books for Bleach or Naruto? I mean, they were both easy because they were both really nostalgic for me. I liked them both. It was as Naruto started getting into the Sasuke emo arc that I started going, yep, this is about where I dropped it last time. I do recall. Uh, and the Shippuden is just still not my favorite, though the last battle was better than I thought it would be. So I'm curious to compare them as a whole, because right now I'm still living in nostalgia land with Bleach. I don't know how it will go. Like, will I like it as it continues? I don't know, but I found the first 7 volumes to be entertaining. They were a good mix of like action, more serious notes, and the comedy, and I enjoyed the characters. So yeah, Con, the Build-A-Bear character. um, yeah, actually, like, I don't really like sidekick characters. Hot take. Like, I don't like Happy from Fairy Tail that much, and I don't like Con. I don't like annoying little sidekick characters. I mean, they're not terrible or anything. I just don't really like them. Even in Gintama Sudaharu, their like giant dog, like doesn't talk, so that's a plus. But like sometimes I'm like a full like episode based around Sudaharu, I'm like, do we need that? But he cute, so I'm like, I'm gonna let that one pass. But favorite character so far is Rukia. There always seems to be Team Orihime and Team Rukia, so we're gonna be on opposing teams, rival teams maybe. Michael, yeah. Thoughts on Chad? I like Chad. Chad's great. He's a man of few words though, so he's never like my top character because I like a more like. My favorite guy character would be Ishida. I just like him because he's like so full of himself and stubborn and annoying, but like in a really like cool way. I know that doesn't make sense, but he's not as hot-headed Kurosaki in like the like yelling outwardness, but he's just as hot-headed as him inwardly, making rash decisions, stupid decisions. And I just enjoy him. But yeah, Chad's like the cool type, cool silent type, and like I like it, but I don't love it, you know. But he's a cutie. Happy's awesome when he says out of pocket shit that makes Lucy kick him. The only good parts of him is when he gets kicked, though. That's what you're saying. Orihime. See, teams are forming. Team Orihime, Team Rukia. But yeah, I remember like near the end, I've never actually read the end, I don't think. But I know that there was like outcry from like the two teams of the waifus. Of whichever waifu wasn't picked. It's so funny. Weeb conflicts. But yeah. My other thing was like to sum up the first 7 volumes with one word, and it would definitely be nostalgic for me. Yeah, just how it felt. I remembered like all the beats, especially the first volume. Like I was like, oh my gosh, this is like taking me back to like taking this book out in middle school from the library and reading it. Team Orihime based on vibes. Yeah. You know, she's the one I posted about. So I don't want to knock things over here. So we got Orihime versus Team Rukia. That's what we're talking about, okay? These are the two teams. Pick your side. Orihime cosplay? Oh my god, I would not make a good Orihime. I'm lacking in an area that would make a better Rukia, I think. This is a specific area in which I'm lacking considerably. Yeah, she's just a bit kooky. Like that's why I like her, because she says out of pocket shit. I don't know like what space dimension she's in half the time, but yet she's so sweet and like thoughtful and caring. And yeah, she kind of becomes a little less interesting, I feel, from my memory as it goes on. So I'm curious to see if I'll feel the same way. But in the beginning anyway, I'm totally Team Orihime. You know I don't cosplay, plus it's just not a... that? It's adorable. It's like a creature in a popcorn tin. All right. Anyone else? Word to sum up how you felt about Bleach? Anything at all? Toss it out. Popcorn emoji thing. That's also how I felt. Oh my gosh, how do you guys get these fun little emojis? I don't even know what that is. A monkey with a hammer? What the heck? See, if this was on my computer screen, I might be able to see this better. Number one. All right. Yeah, I don't know. They've devolved again. It's the chat has devolved again. I don't know how people live stream when their chat nonsense. Okay, so next was like my weakest points and my most favorite points. Those are the last things. So you got favorite moment, favorite situation or anything, and least favorite moment situation. Smiley face on keyboard. Oh, they just ignore 90% of it. Fair enough. See, that's the how you know their experience, and I'm just like over here just reading everything. At least the like annoying trolley people left, so yay! Because I don't know how to block them yet. I have no control. Yeah. My favorite is first volume, Orihime, obviously, because I like her so much, with the hollow situation. Not gonna spoil anything if you didn't read it. We're just vibing. But I always really like that arc, I think, or chapter. It's not even an arc, it's just a chapter. I think it should be like a little bit stretched out more, like, and I think that's why I subconsciously call it an arc. It's like I want more from it, and like I think it would have even more emotional weight if they could like flesh it out into like a mini arc at least, to run a couple chapters. But I still really like it. I think it's really interesting and shows like hollows aren't all just one-dimensional evil creatures. And then there was another thing I pointed out. Oh yeah, just Ichigo becoming a Soul Reaper is pretty cool. So yeah. Really like the first volume, obviously. Least favorite is probably Rukia, like just deciding to like go to the Soul Society. She's just like, I don't know. Like I get it. She's being like stubborn in her own way and whatever. Everybody's stubborn in Bleach. Yeah. Yeah. I like it. I like her experience with the hollow. But yeah, just didn't like how tonally she like Rukia switches off. But I get it's for Ichigo's sake. But still, just like it bugged me the way it was written. Maybe it was a little janky too. I don't know, or just that I'm so team Orihime. It's clouding my judgment. Uh, okay, I'm trying not to spoil things. I was vague about what happens with it. It was my least favorite thing. There wasn't much really of significance that happens for it to be like a standout least or most favorite thing, really. So yeah. And then my overall rating, I gave it a 10 out of 10 just because I had such a fun time with it. Every time I picked up a volume, I just yeah, I got sucked in and I enjoyed it. Okay, thanks. Because I do hate giving spoilers. I do. I should have worded it differently. I just couldn't think of it. I like when Ichigo said, I'm gonna bleach, and bleached all over those bad guys. Yes, that is my favorite part as well. Yeah. But yeah, I'm not gonna do another live until the very end. Don't worry about it. So hopefully I'll figure out webcam situation for that one. At least I have 11 months to figure it out. I ask your opinion about other manga than Bleach? Yeah, totally. That was like kind of the first part of this live, but you feel free to ask my opinion on any manga. other than Bleach. Can take any last questions, I guess, before we finish up on this live. Oh my gosh, Bleach live action. All the live actions are bad, except for that One Piece one. I heard that one was pretty good, so lucky you. One Piece fans. I must call you One Peach fans. I think the worst one was the chapter at the beginning of Volume 4 where Kon goes on his big adventure. Yeah, that is also anything that involves Kon. Also minus. Yeah. Thank you for reminding me about my hatred of the sidekick characters. Not hatred. That was harsh. Non-enjoyment of the sidekick characters. Yeah. Kon's adventures or misadventures are not interesting to me in the least. About to read Wake Up Sleeping Beauty. Oh, yay! Yes! Wake Up Sleeping Beauty is up there. I love Wake Up Sleeping Beauty. It's got like a supernatural kind of vibe to it, but it's not the main focus of the series, but I like it because I like a little fantasy or supernatural to my manga, especially my romance. Con grew on me, but I feel you. Yeah. It's One Peach if you've seen live action Sanji's caboose. Oh, really? Oh, well, maybe I should be watching One Peach. You're welcome. I hope you enjoy. But yeah, it's a nice short series with really pretty art. And I really liked it. So I hope you do as well. Oh no, there's infighting in the comment section now. All right. Okay. Any other comments, questions, anything at all? It's Zoro's. I've always been Team Zoro. That's another team we could get into, is Sanji versus Zoro. Because there's like the Sanji lovers and the Zoro lovers. I'm Team Zoro. I liked his katanas and the green spiky hair. Oh gosh, he's over here. Zoom, zoom, pause, zoom. Oh. That and the jiggle physics of High School of the Dead. You just pause, play, pause, play. Or the bath scene. Oh my gosh. We had too much fun with that one. Computer enhance. Maximum zoom. Okay. There was like a random fuzzy flying through the air. Alright. Well, thank you everyone who joined the live, and really appreciate it, especially with my technical difficulties in the beginning. But yeah, this was fun. A bit weird, but it was nice to hear your opinions and feelings on Bleach live, and nice interacting with you all, though most of you are friends of mine. But I appreciate you nonetheless. So yeah, thanks. Thanks, guys. Maybe I won't share this afterwards. So embarrassing. Oh my gosh. All right. Now I gotta figure out how to end the live on this. It's different than the other one. Do I just hit the X, the giant X maybe in the corner? All right. Could be easier for you. Maybe. I've done the live on Instagram before, but again, that's on my phone. And I really wanted to do it on the computer, but maybe I'll figure out like a way to do it on like my Kindle or iPad. My mom has an iPad I could maybe use. I'll brainstorm before the next one. Luckily, I have 11 months to do so. So 11, yeah. So thrown in the river. That'll turn it off. That'll do it. Thanks for your sage advice. On that note, bye. I'm gonna try Xing out. Yes, I want